What's up, guys? It's Anthony and welcome to the AB Fitness Center show, where we help you to gain muscle, lose body fat, and look amazing. Today we're going to talk about this one special thing that you should be doing to speed up your results. And this one thing, it took me kind of a while to figure out this one thing and why it's so important. So again, muscles respond to load. So what that means is when I lift something, my body's going to say, okay, this is heavy. I need to respond to this. So I need to build more muscle to do that again. So progressive overload is something that we've talked about so many times before. Progressive overload is the thing that you need in order to gain muscle because it creates that demand for your body to put muscle on. Because just because you went to the gym today, your body's just not going to put muscle on. It doesn't work like that at all. So what this tip is to develop a better mind-muscle connection. So what exactly is a mind-muscle connection? So a mind-muscle connection means when I move my muscle or any muscles in my body and I squeeze it, I have a good mind-muscle connection. When you develop the mind-muscle connection on certain areas of your body, you can develop those areas a lot better. So I'll explain. Sometimes when we're training people or when we see people in the gym, people are just going through the motions. So someone's doing curls and just kind of going like this, or in the sake of progression, they're just trying to overload and just piling weight on, and they're cheating and not even using their biceps doing it. So there's a fine line between cheating for progression and there's a fine line between not feeling what's going on. So for me, one of my areas that I've always tried to bring up was my biceps. It just never grew. It was just the way it was. So I had to develop a really, really good mind-muscle connection with the biceps in order to feel them working throughout every set. So a couple tips for you guys to develop a better mind-muscle connection. The first one is to slow things down. And don't rush the reps. Don't just try to knock it out. Slow it down. Understand what's going on and feel it. When you're doing a bench press, feel it. Squeeze your chest on the way up. Engage your back. Keep everything nice and tight. Like I said, I see too many people just touching the bar and just benching really, really fast and just kind of bang it out and try to just get stronger just by, repping it out. And that has it, like I said, listen, that has its time and place. There's a time and place for everything. And, cheating and overloading in certain extents matters. But if you're trying to change the way your body looks, you have to slow the rep down. Again, if we were talking something like, if you came to me and you said, Anthony, I want to get stronger in squats and deadlifts, a little bit different because you don't have to really focus on squeezing those areas. But when you're trying to change the way an area looks, you try to develop a certain area, bring that area up, that mind-muscle connection is really important. So most people have a hard time developing their back muscles, and it's because we don't typically see the back muscles. You see usually the areas in the front, and you're able to kind of squeeze those. Like, when you're doing a set of curls, you can literally watch your arm, flex as you come up. But your back, you really can't see. So you have to physically sit there and actually squeeze it. Like right now, I feel a deep contraction in my back because I'm squeezing it. And that helps you to develop that mind-muscle connection. So if you have a certain area of your body that you want to change, let's just say it's your legs, sit there and just squeeze your legs and really try to focus on flexing your legs and develop that mind-muscle connection. So with me, with biceps, one of the other things that I did too was not only to develop a good mind-muscle connection in that area and focus on squeezing every movement, but finding certain exercises that I felt more than others. And I'll make this in another video, my top favorite bicep exercises. But you have to find the exercises that kind of work for you, where you actually feel it. Again, there's certain movements that you should be doing in order to progress, bench press, squats, deadlifts, all those movements. But there's other ones that you should be doing also to shape your body. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing those properly and finding which ones you feel in certain areas more. Like for me, incline curls, I feel those the best in my biceps and has helped me to develop that mind-muscle connection, which converts over to other things. So again, if you're looking to change the way your body looks, if you're looking to change body shape and everything like that, you have to focus on developing that mind-muscle connection. So I guess, like I said, my tip for you is just to really slow down your reps and feel what's going on. If you're doing a set of lateral raises, right? Instead of just heaving the weight up and down like a bird, really go slow, go up. Try to squeeze your shoulders and then come down nice and slow. Up, squeeze it, and down nice and slow. like I said, this has its time and place when you're trying to get progression, when you're trying to push the weight heavier. But by slowing down that rep and making every rep count, you're gonna get way more out of that. Again, I've been doing this a long time, and it wasn't until I started focusing on that and putting the weight kind of aside is when I started to make even more progress. Again, like I said, in certain movements, it's gonna be a lot harder. Squats, for example. Squats are the best exercise to develop your legs and your whole entire body, get stronger, get fitter. But with squats, it's such a big compound movement. It's so hard to sit there and actually squeeze your thighs, squeeze your back, squeeze down your stomach. It's really, really hard to do that. So when you do certain things like squats, it's good to move during the movement. But again, you could use sets for progression. So you could actually take some sets and just get through them, right? And then maybe do some back down sets where you're actually going slower and you're actually squeezing your thighs on top. Or in the case of deadlifts, you're squeezing your back a little bit tighter on top as well. So there's a lot of little tactics that you could use here and there to feel it, but you want to always be doing feeler sets, especially for a warm-up. That's actually really the perfect time to do it. So do some feeler sets during your warm-up. Again, like when I'm bench pressing, I'll start with 135, I'll take the bar down, I'll squeeze my chest on the way up, and then when I get to my top set for the day, I just kind of want to move that weight just to get some progression in there. So there always has to be a good balance of both. So again, if I could summarize this video, develop a good mind-muscle connection with the area. Start by squeezing the area that you want to develop throughout the day. Get conscious of that area. Understand how it feels. Like with your biceps, again, twisting your arm out, really feeling that contraction and that cramping type feeling in the muscle is really going to make a difference for how you feel it. Then pick exercises that you really, really feel in that area a lot. Doesn't matter if it's a stupid exercise, as long as you feel it, do those exercises first to kind of develop that mind-muscle connection. Go slower and make every rep count, and use your warm-up sets as a way to activate your muscles and go slow and actually physically squeeze everything as you do it. So hopefully that helps. I want you guys to head on over to abfitnesstrainer.com/free. I got a free gift for everybody watching this as well. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, which should be like right here. All right, hit that subscribe button so this way you never, ever, ever miss a beat. And remember, next time you're training, focus on what you're doing. If you're doing a set of lateral raises, squeeze your shoulders. Don't just swing. Don't do dumbbell swings, okay? Squeeze them. Go slow. Take your time. It's not a rush, okay? Trust me, you're going to be doing this for a long time. So you have plenty of time to get through all these reps. So just go slow, take your time, make the work count. I'll catch you guys on the next one.